Alicia?
Hey guys, MrTLexify back, and in this one I'm coming at you guys with another zombies video. And in this one, this is going to be the top 5 Nikolai's wives video. Now, I was in bed, and this was one of those bed thoughts that you have, and I was just like, dude, Nikolai has so many wives, we don't even know how many he has. Why don't I make a top 5 of all of his wives? And it's very, very interesting, guys. This is going to be a really cool video. Now, my friend JohnyJ25 actually did a collaboration with this video. Right now, at the time that you're seeing this, he has a video up explaining all of his wives, so I do, guys, suggest you watch that video before coming on into this one. I will still explain most of the wives in this one, but it's better to watch that video and then come on to this one. But anyways, guys, let's head on straight into our number 5 spot. And in today's video, this is going to be Nikolai's first wife. Now, he mentions his first wife a lot in Doris, and let me just give you guys some backstory about Nikolai's wives. Now, Nikolai was at least married 9 times, and he murdered 5 of his wives. After the 7th wife, they are all potentially fake because it goes sort of on into the Moon storyline, and it's like, how did Nikolai get wives when he was on Moon? It doesn't really make sense. All of the wives are quite big, and it's sort of weird how in just random maps he just starts talking about a wife when he picks up a gun or something like that. It's very interesting, and I think it's really, really cool. So about the first wife, it really isn't much described about the first wife in terms of quotes and everything. It was just mentioned by Nikolai that she was killed by the double-barrel shotgun, and he mentions this a lot in Doris, and he sort of describes her as this bear, a very dangerous bear, just someone that's really sort of like a Russian badass in a sense, but as a woman form. So it's really funny. What he says is, I used this to kill a bear once. She was also my first wife. So anyways, guys, let's head on straight into our number 4 spot. And in today's video, this is going to be Nikolai's third wife, and the third wife was actually mostly mentioned on Ascension, which is a little bit weird. Now, guys, the third wife, it's a bit funny because with the third wife, he doesn't really know either if the third wife was killed by either the sickle or the double-barrel shotgun, and all he mentions really about this wife is that she was annoyed of Nikolai snoring, and then after a while, she was actually brave enough to tell him, and then it just sort of all went downhill from there. Nikolai took it too far and just killed these wives. Now, the reason why he killed these wives was because he did it to actually gain status in the USSR at the time and to become one of the people that actually Stalin was afraid of back in the day, which is really interesting. Keep in mind, this is not the Nikolai that you see on Origins. This is the Nikolai that you see on maps like Kino, and the very drunk, sort of very Russian type of guy. And he also mentions the third wife as somewhat to do as a black hole. When he gets the Gersh, he mentions his third wife, so I guess you guys can find a little bit of something there. But anyways, guys, let's head on straight into our number 3 spot. And in today's video, this is going to be Nikolai's 5th wife. Now, Nikolai's 5th wife was mostly mentioned on Shangri-La, and it's funny because the 5th wife was either killed by an axe or an assault rifle. Now, the weirdest part about the 5th wife is Nikolai actually mentions that he is related to this woman, and it's so funny because it says on the Wikipedia page on Nikolai's bio, it says that she died mysteriously sleeping with higher ups, and it was just sort of a very vague sort of description, and it's just so weird that Nikolai, in his state of mind, when 115 affects you, it really does some crazy stuff. Even having to wife a relative for status and then killing her, that's gotta be some crazy shit. Nikolai, you are one crazy motherfucker. But anyways, guys, let's head on straight into our number 2 spot. And in this one, this is going to be Nikolai's second wife. Now, the second wife is mostly mentioned on Doris, and it's very funny because with this wife, Nikolai doesn't actually know which weapon he killed her with. And it's funny because it's either the PPS 41 or the PTRS 41, something that ends with 41. And I find it so funny that he doesn't even know anything about her personality. It's just like, oh man, I can't even remember which weapon I killed her with. Like, Element 115, you're too much, man. You're too much. All he also says about this wife is that she talked too much. She was a bit creepy. And the funniest thing is when he picks up double tap on Doris, he sometimes says the quote like, damn, this is twice the shots. This would have been useful for killing second wife. And the reason why he says that is because I believe if he says that, that I think he had to have used the PTRS-41, because if he had the PPSH-41, double tap wouldn't have really made a difference, right? You're still shooting at an automatic rate. So I believe the weapon that he killed the second wife with, this is just my speculation, is the PTRS-41, because if he had double tap, there might have been twice the shots. He might have been able to shoot faster. Again, I'm not totally sure, that's just my speculation, but I just find it super funny that Nikolai literally forgot which weapon that he used to kill her with. But anyways, guys, let's head out straight into our number 1 spot, and in this one, this is going to be Nikolai's 4th wife. Now, the 4th wife really does take the cake because she has the most mentioned about her. Nikolai is just so furious with what she did with him, and it's really funny. Now, Nikolai mentions her a lot on Keynote or Totem. Like, I'm talking, there's at least 4 or 5 quotes on the map that he just mentions the 4th wife alone. Like, he could mention any other one, but it's just the 4th wife alone, and I think it's just really funny. So let's get into the background story about the 4th wife. So the 4th wife, apparently towards Nikolai saying, is that she actually stole a lot of his money back in the day when he was in power with the USSR, and she managed to actually escape alive. She was the lucky wife out of all 9, which is really funny. Now, when she escaped alive, she was chased down by the USSR, most likely by Nikolai himself, apparently, and he beat her to death with his bare hands. Oh my, like, Nikolai was furious. Now, Nikolai, he says a lot of funny stuff about her. He says that she was always talking, she was always tough, pretty, and smelly, kind of like a weird combo. She had a big ass, and it was just, and also he mentions that he took down many with her. I don't know, guys, like, I just feel Nikolai just really had some grit between his teeth with this chick. It's just so funny. I'll let you listen to this quote about making it to the moon with Nikolai. I just laugh every time I hear it.
I have finally made it to the moon. You were wrong, 4th wife. You were wrong.
But anyways, guys, I did hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. I know this is a really weird top 5, but I think it was really funny to do. Anyways, let's see if we get 2,500 likes, and I'll see you in the next one.